Tomb of the Spider Queen, man. What do you think about that?
I love Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's actually one of my favorite maps. The 4-1 rotations on this are quite nice. The solo lane's really good, but it also gives you the chance to pull out some pretty hefty ganks. Vision's super, super important here over those turn-ins. Being able to delay those while you secure your own, I think, is going to be the name of the game. You've got Boss going top in that top lane, so that's where a lot of pressure is going to be. So I think overall, there's a lot of different ways you can do this. Is you can do the delay the turn in, secure your own. You could do the team fighting build. You could do the rotations. There's just so many different ways you can do this map, and that's what makes it one of my favorites.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of the more interesting maps in my opinion as well. Let me go ahead and get this to Parnold Almer as well. Okay, draft links are out. You should have the observer link sitting in Discord for yourself. And we're just gonna wait until both teams ready up. Dank and NORF. NORF already ready. Dank connecting.
They are just super dank.
I mean, it's a dank broken shower society. So if it's already a broken shower, you know it's dank. It's got to be, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, but there's so many questions opened up.
Right?
Here we
All
go.
right. You're
Let's
on,
see
buddy.
how the first band usually can tell a little bit of how they want to go, what they're trying to avoid, what they definitely do not want to see. Zagara is super powerful in this map. Azul is extraordinarily powerful in those rotations. So it's a very, very solid band. Zagara following out, taking out 2 of the big 3 specialists, in my opinion. They go KT. KT's got great wave clear. He's been nerfed quite heavily, but he's starting to make a comeback in ChairLeague. I've seen quite a few people are picking him up recently. Followed up, countered with an ETC and a Kerrigan.
Those are 2 really early picks.
They are going definitely gank early. They're trying to secure those kills. That's exactly what that draft is telling me right there. What I would love to see Dank do is just pick up something that's going to counter that. Vision maybe on being able to see that ganks coming in. Brightwing can do that. Some sort of counter to stop it, because if NORF gets to run away with whatever comp they want, they go with a Murden. A Murden's a great way to do that. It alleviates the AA. He's got a stun. He can dive away. He's super tanky, so I feel like that's a really good pickup right here. It'll be interesting to see what they're also going to follow up with. They could pick up their healer now, put some serious pressure on NORF, and eliminate what healers that they have chosen. They can pick their solo laner. They already have their wave clear. So there's a couple of things they could do. A Sonya, Thrall are really good. Rhaegar, I feel, would be very, very strong here. Falstad's still open in this one, although I don't feel like Falstad's super strong, but he does give a great disengage to ETC and Kerrigan. So it'll be interesting. They could pick up Li Ming. I don't think they'll do that since they already went Kael'thas first, but Li Ming would have been a solid choice over Kael'thas due to the fact that she has Wave of Force. They're going heavy into their
time
timer here. Yeah.
They're really thinking hard about this one. And it's a good spot to be in, right? If you pick up your healer, I like a healer pick here. Not only does that mean you pick yours, but you can then eliminate one of your opponent's choices.
They go with the okay, so what they need to do now is they pick up a Morales, so they definitely need to pick up some very beefy front lines right now to protect that Morales. Otherwise, they are going to have a lot of problems. It'll be interesting to see what they ban on a Falstad to get rid of that
global
the dust ped
and the gust.
Yeah, dust. Yes. I don't know if Morales is the right pick unless they can support her heavily. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I would love to see Dank get rid of Uther. Okay, that's a very strong healer. The Divine Shield Mosh is just super powerful, especially
I'm gonna blow your mind.
Mm.
this medic knows how to grenade and is gonna grenade ETC out of Mosh every time.
We'll see. We shall see. If this ETC is good, he can wait for the grenade to come out on the dive, and then
Go.
remod,
Yeah.
and then go. Absolutely. You could even go ETC goes in, slides in, gets bombed out, and Kerrigan dives in, pulls them all straight back in,
Right into the
and
Mosh, no less.
right into exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I do feel like they need to pick up. They do pick up the heel here. Rhaegar is absolutely phenomenal. Being able to top off the Kerrigan. I would like to see them pick up a ranged burst here. Maybe something that'll support the Kerrigan dive to make sure that combo is absolutely going off.
Right.
I feel like a Li Ming. They do go for a Thrall. Thrall's an excellent pickup here.
The
He's a
nice thing
great
about that,
solo later.
exactly, you can throw him in the top lane, let him sit there and do Thrall things by himself, and then
But the
4-man rotate middle bottom.
But the one thing they do have to worry about is right now they are 4-man melee. That is a lot of melee on their side. So
That's true.
I
And
wouldn't
they
be
go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pull out a double tank, which I was just about to mention. So they go with a Diablo. I feel like an Arthas would have been a lot better here.
But as a warrior player, Diablo would have been my choice there too. Me and Arthas don't get along, so I kind of understand that pick a little bit.
You sit on that Murden, but I would play that Arthas in a heartbeat.
Right. And there's the Li Ming you were looking for.
Yes, there's that burst. So Thrall's going to sit up in the top lane. The 4-man rotation is going to be ETC, Kerrigan, Rhaegar, and Li Ming. The problem is I have with NORF right now is they don't have that much wave clear. Yes, they have a Li Ming, but yes, Rhaegar can do it. But Kerrigan and ETC, they're not the greatest in wave clears. Li Ming can do that, but I feel like they're going to struggle based off of the side of Dank over here. They've got a great amount of wave clear that they can dish out. Lunar is going to be great at that with the poke. Kael'thas can do really good wave clear pretty much by himself. Diablo later in the game can. Murden's really good at it. So it'll be really interesting to see how this is going to go. The one thing I'm also worried about is Dank's solo laner. Who are they going to stick up there? Is it going to be the Diablo, or are they going to put up the Lunara? But
That's
you need the
point, yeah.
But how are they going to out-rotate and keep up with the 4-man split and the ganks that are going to be coming out of NORF?
Right.
That's something that really, this Morales has to have really good positioning. She's going to be the one I'm going to be keeping my eyes on the most in this. Can she play safe? Kael'thas is going to play super safe. He's got to be on point with those gravity lapses and make sure that he is spreading all that fire. If he's going convection build, or flame strike build, he's got to make sure he's landing all of those, and he's got to cap it super early. Chain bomb might even be better here due to the amount of melee.
I like chain bomb against that melee. It should be an interesting game, and we're going into it now. I look forward to seeing what they do.
Absolutely. I feel like, though, NORF won that the early game. It'll be interesting to see how it goes late game because Dank's team scales better late game,
right.
and they will only get stronger as the later the game goes along.
Yeah.
So absolutely. So NORF has to secure those early picks. Otherwise, I feel like the game is not going to go in their favor unless ETC can get those beautiful moshes off.
All right. So on the side of Dank, let me pull that up real quick. On the side of Dank, we have Parnold Almer on Kael'thas, Hanzoan on Muradin, Pad Zero on the Diablo, Bootsy on the Lunara, and Zeth on the Lieutenant Morales. And then on the side of NORF, we have Kix on the Rhaegar, Party Boy Corey on the Kerrigan, Misty on the Thrall, Undead Human on ETC, and Sunshine on the Li Ming. Looks like we're all lining up for a, well, no, it looks like NORF is sending one bottom lane.
We'll see how that works out. They're going to have to play super safe here. I feel like they do have to play very, very safe here in the opening gates due to the amount of poke that they're able to dish out over here on Dank's side.
Li Ming going right in like she wants to get something going.
Li Ming getting out of position, taking a lot of damage, right? Has to use her blink right away. Kerrigan missing the combo. ETC slides in, taking a lot of damage.
Oh,
wow,
that's an ETC kill, yeah.
Yep.
Diablo put ETC in that wall, and that was the end of that.
Absolutely.
Thrall bottom lane against Lunara, too.
Thrall should win that heavily. I would like to see him push that and take advantage of that. And up top, we've got Li Ming and Rhaegar clearing that out. They're going in on the Rhaegar. Rhaegar is out of position, but he should get away, or he... Beautiful disengage right there.
And NORF looking to turn it around.
Right now, it's quite funny because NORF should be the one with the heavy engages setting up these ganks, but it's absolutely the other way around right now. It's very Kerrigan diving in deep, landing the combo on both tanks.
No one was able to follow up on that though, so they're both going to disengage and swap lanes.
That's the one thing that they're always going to have to do. When Kerrigan lands that, they are going to have that follow-up. Otherwise, Kerrigan's combo is completely moot at that point. You need that follow-up damage, and that's where it's going to really shine.
And Kael'thas going Mana Addict. Everything else.
Thrall having
power hungry, so that could be interesting. Thrall losing his lane right now solo. That
everyone's just rotating around right now, grabbing their gems. It looks like NORF's starting to play a little bit safer. I would like to see them set up some bush parties. They definitely have the damage to do it, just to absolutely delete one person. Li Ming in a little bit of trouble, getting healed off by Rhaegar.
Yeah. And
Kerrigan diving in deep.
Went
get
deep
on this
for that
Morales.
medic. They might get that. They might get
that.
That is the gank we were looking for.
That is exactly what they need to do. They had the follow-up. Oh! And Murden able to get out by the skin of his teeth. This poke damage, though, coming out from this KT Lunara is going to be absolutely devastating. KT already putting out tons of damage with those chain bombs.
It looks like we got a switch, too, now. We got Lunara back bottom lane with Thrall. And it looks like NORF is really not trying to do a 4-man rotation so much as just kind of a Li Ming top, and then Rhaegar is rotating between the two lanes to kind of help. But Li Ming coming down, maybe they're looking for a kill.
Diablo turning in what he has, gets a safe turn and all 12 gems.
And Kerrigan
not
in the best spot there.
Overextended right there.
And that's going to cost them 9 gems. Oh, but Li Ming picked up a chunk of them, so... Not when you want to die.
But when Kerrigan dies, that's a huge portion of your gank potential right there. This Diablo is doing a great job of pulling off the combo, of pulling someone back and making sure to stun them into the walls. There we go again. Diablo going in, pulling over. ETC zoning.
Is. Diablo, I'm impressed with this Diablo to this point. I love Diablo. I'm wearing a Diablo shirt tonight, and he's pushing people around the way that Diablo needs to really be effective.
Absolutely surprised this Thrall is getting body blocked by this Lunara. Lunara in trouble though.
Lunara getting caught out by that Kerrigan.
Oh, and the Morales goes in.
This could be
Looks like she's going to pay with her life. That is quite a few gems lost there.
2 for
but
nothing.
A majority,
NORF is sitting on enough to turn in. Sorry, go ahead.
Absolutely, but it looks like they were able. Dank was able to turn in a lot of their gems prior to that.
And it looks like everybody's going to be up for this defense. And it's an early defense, but we do have level 7 talents coming in for NORF ahead of Dank.
So a good tomb on the very first one you get is generally try to get the front walls down as many as you can. Generally 2, if 3, if possible. And if you can get 4, that is definitely ideal. Top lane actually being one of the strongest with the boss. They're pushing this in. I like this call right here. Thrall staying solo bot. He's just going to have to play careful. The rotation coming up right now. ATC slides in. Kerrigan pulling off the combo.
Oh, and KT's going to go down for that. Everybody on level 7s, though.
I love it how they focused the KT and prioritized him knowing that he was going to be causing the most problems. And they're all backing out now. I think this is a smart call. I would like to see them go push mid now and see if they can get this front wall down as well.
If not the wall, at least the 2 towers, right? Maybe you get the wall, maybe you don't. The minions can always finish the wall, especially if you can eliminate the towers.
Absolutely. They should definitely get this front wall in.
And bottom,
they got a little bit of value.
Yeah, little bit. Drain the ammo.
Yep.
Another bolt of lightning from Thrall should take out the lower tower.
Goes another tower.
Yeah.
So right now we see about a whole level lead coming out from NORF right now.
And we really, they got about what we expected them to get here. They got the front walls for the most part.
They absolutely did.
Thrall can finish off that lower tower. They got the wall. It's leaving just one tower bottom lane. So they got a lot of value out of that real early. That was a 5-minute spider. I mean, that's early game.
ETC coming around.
He's just looking to find a target he can slide through and maybe get a kill.
Get this. They're going for the Morales right here. Are they going to be able to get the stun off?
Oh, he couldn't.
I don't know if they're going to be able to get it. Morales getting super low, and she does pay with her life here. This is the problem I was talking about with the Morales. They have such a heavy dive comp right now that anytime they're going to be focusing that Morales, because once Morales is out of the picture,
yeah, we're just going to keep
gonna
everybody going, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And if
but
they
KT doing a lot of damage with these chain bombs.
But that's what I was 10, though.
But this is what I was talking about with all this melee. KT is just getting free chain bomb after free chain bomb.
Right, and he's picked up Sun King's Fury, recognizing that. So he should be doing a ton of work with his chain bombs. However, NORF did hit level 10.
We go.
They're going in.
28 on the Diablo. That is going to be a lot of gems lost right there.
And they have everybody zoned off. Oh, Murden got the 20. He
was able to get out quite a few of them, yeah, absolutely. But they're doing a very good job at making sure that Dank cannot get a turn in. Murden coming in and scouting this out real quick.
But not fast enough to keep ETC from turning in, and Rhaegar was able to finish too. And NORF is sitting on enough gems again to get another spider wave pushed out. They might be getting a turn in bottom. There's certainly Thrall and Kerrigan are kind of posturing around it like they want to. Thrall with the rest of the gems, but
they're going to have
to
be really careful around this Kerrigan. This Kerrigan is making sure to dive them at any possible chance. ETC is always there to get the follow-up. Murden coming in. Murden has to play careful right now. He's sitting on half their gems right now, and he is going to pay with his life.
Diablo going in to grab the gems, but that was a mistake.
I feel like that was an absolute big mistake. Morales might go down here as well. No, she's going to be able to escape.
No, but we did get a Mosh out, and that did almost cost Lunara her life, as well as it actually cost KT.
That was a 3 for nothing. And they're going to get another turn in on the Web Reavers. We're probably going to see 2, possibly even 3 keeps going down here. Top's already about halfway.
Yeah, those forts are in a lot of danger at this point.
Absolutely. So let's see where they push. I would like to see them push out top lane, as that's the boss lane. They're going to go mid, though, and push these waves out before the Web Weavers actually get out.
And they might get another kill here, right? They have three very strong heroes to get a kill.
Absolutely. I would like to see them
at the party.
I'd like to see them play safe until they pick up 13. They're almost there. Just go and soak the whatever lane that they're not in, and be able to secure the talent lead and be able to choke them.
Oh
wow!
Diablo with a great APOC.
The late Ancestral. Kerrigan, they need to back off. They're taking too much damage from this KT right now. They do get the kill, though.
And the resets are real. They're looking for that Diablo. They might get him here.
They do get him, securing a 2-for-1 right now, pushing forward. And in the meantime, top went uncontested. They got the fort there. It looks like bottom's about halfway down, too. And it looks like they're going to come rotate around and finish that off.
That's some good value for that, and they do have their level 13s now, so they are a tier ahead again. With Li Ming, they should easily get this bottom fort.
Oh, absolutely.
Orbs, and that's going to be bottom fort if Thrall can keep that Lunara pushed off.
Well, they had to deal with top, so they should be pushing this bot in and securing this. I would have liked to see them push that in a little bit harder. They had the advantage. They saw 3 up top showing on the map, 1 mid. They should have been able to get that no problem.
And Kerrigan looking to single out that Lunara, but wasn't able to land her combo.
No, Lunara is too fast.
This actually works for them. At the same time, Thrall and Li Ming just grabbed that bottom, and Morales is
She's going to pay for her life, and it looks like...
And that's going to cost them the Lunara, too. And the bottom fort, and the bottom tower. And they have Giants pushing in bottom lane right now.
They do, yes. This is a very strong wave. Now they can just fully rotate around. I'd like to see them actually go for boss. They can pick up boss, no problem.
Exactly.
And there's nothing that Dank right now can do about that.
And that's exactly the move they should make, but it looks like they're going to just take out this middle tower, or this middle fort. I agree, though. I would have liked to have seen them just immediately boss. They got the 2 picks, clear that wave mid, and go straight at the boss. At this point...
I want to see them I want to see them push the advantage on the talent. It
Oh,
looks
that
like
Murden
Murden's
might
out
be
of.
dead. Nope, he got out with his leap. Everybody missing their skill shots there, letting him escape. So, and KT
coming
going
in, though.
deep.
Oh wow, this KT is gonna pay with his life. The resets are gonna happen.
There's the APOC though,
The
stunning
mosh.
4 and the mosh.
The grenade misses altogether and gets caught in the mosh.
Oh,
pit,
that's
and
gonna cost them.
another 2 kills.
3 for nothing.
Kerrigan going in. They're gonna probably pick up this camp right now, and that's exactly what they do.
But at this point, right, pick up the camp, take that tower, or go straight boss. Like, don't wait around anymore. You guys have to push to get out somewhere. But Lunara not happy and throwing some damage in on him, trying to slow him down.
This is what I was I brought up earlier. I feel like they needed a much beefier line. I don't feel the Diablo is definitely getting his work in on the ganks, but I don't feel like he has the sustain he needs to be able to stay in these long, talented fights.
Oh, but that's going to be a dead thrall most likely. Yep.
That is definitely a dead thrall. Beautiful by that Diablo. They're pulling him over the wall.
Is my favorite move is Diablo when they're at the wall. This is the best feeling in the world. Oh, you want to take my wall? Let me show you what happens when you're this close to it. And really, NORF needs to recognize that with the Diablo. This Diablo's been on point with his pulls.
Oh, wow.
Medic getting chunked.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a good body block right there. That's going to cost Rhaegar his life.
Right there, absolutely.
He's trying to stay alive. He might escape.
Feels by that ETC there. Ooh. That is beautiful.
How? And they might turn it around now too. That Rhaegar.
Kerrigan
escaped.
going super deep. She's gonna. And the Ancestral does connect.
And now they're looking to turn it around. I don't know if they're gonna get that. Murden's going ham.
Oh, yeah. Murden with Stim Drone is absolutely a lot of damage. I don't know if you've ever remember him back in the day. And the resets with the Kerrigan.
So we're looking at a 1-for-1 trade, but 16 versus 13. That never feels good.
Level lead. Kerrigan, she's got to play safe here. She does not want to give up this lead, and she does a smart thing. She allows them to get the turn in, and she's going to defend. Bot is so pushed so far back, they're not going to get any value on this whatsoever.
No, in fact, the huge bot wave is just going to clear that spider for them.
Absolutely. And it looks like the fight's going to happen top right now.
Well, everybody wants that top lane with the boss there, so I kind of understand that.
I really feel that right now NORF needs to be setting up these ganks and waiting and almost baiting them in, and then getting that mosh up. It's moshes up, disintegrates up. In 22 seconds, you're going to be having Maelstrom up and just getting these big kills. I mean, they've got the level advantage, but they can bully their way around.
Right. This is the party bush that unstable that we used against. I don't remember which team on Sky Temple. Wait in a bush. Let them come up to your wall with the spider. Yeah, it sucks. You're probably going to lose the 2 towers, but then pop out of that bush, team wipe them, and the 2 towers suddenly didn't mean a whole lot.
KT just chunking them right now.
It's hard to pull that off, though. It would have been beautiful if they did. And here's a mosh.
It looks like a mosh coming out. See if the Sunder comes out.
And there was no grenade there, and they got a free kill on that.
No, I believe they timed that perfectly. I believe the grenade was on cooldown right now, and it looks like Rhaegar
saving Thrall. They need some help there, though.
Yeah.
All right.
And the Ancestral comes out.
But Li Ming really low, so she can't really engage.
Coming in. And no, she cannot. But they just peel away right now. They back off. They allow the soaks to happen. And meanwhile, in bottom, Kerrigan going deep to get that KT.
No, that was the Lunar. Oh no, it was the KT. You're right. She chased that KT deep.
Yeah, Diablo trying to sniff it out, but she's already gone.
I mean, she went really deep for that
right
KT.
Now, this Li Ming is on point with her damage right now. 67k in 15 minutes right now. 93k in siege.
Oh, that might be a dead Murden.
No, he has
he leaped. Yeah, he leaped out.
She is almost nearly doubled what everyone else is putting out right now.
You know what I would like to see?
She is getting so much value on these resets.
At this point, I want to see NORF get a single. Oh, they turned in already. I really wanted to see them get a set up on the boss.
Absolutely.
Don't do the boss, but bait the boss, get a kill, take the boss, turn in, and have the boss plus spiders push top lane.
I would have loved to see them just take boss.
That could have worked too, right?
Bait the boss, let them come check. And as soon as they check, gank whoever comes up to check. If they face check it, get that kill, start boss, then do your turn in.
Right,
and
right.
You would have such a powerful wave pushing.
Oh! They might be trying to set up for a little ambush
here
party
they go.
here.
Here comes the little gank party right here.
Yeah, the only problem is Lunara scouted it out with that wisp.
Yeah. She
I
did.
mean, good
Kerrigan
on
coming over
Lunara.
the wall. The dwarf toss comes in. I believe that probably just saved his life. Kerrigan taking some damage.
Taking a lot of damage, but Rhaegar just keeping her healed all the way to full.
Li Ming chunking that back line on that KT, but the Morales quickly bringing him back up.
But they're gonna lose their spider already. So
and
good defense by Dank.
They're losing this bottom wall right here, and as on top is just barely getting to the wall now.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna lose 3 keep walls here. Dank may stop the bottom, but it looks like their NORF is rotating up to try and pick off that top keep wall and just finish. Yeah. Not finish, but at least take the keep wall down.
And I don't feel like they got that much value out of this web. I mean,
I don't either.
They got 3 walls down for the keeps. Yes, they're exposed, which is going to help them great on this boss. And if they get the boss, he can just come right in. But I feel like they could have gotten so much more out of that.
Oh, and that's a 0-man mosh there.
Yeah. He's going to pull back out. They're going to peel for him. Kerrigan going in deep again on this back line.
Oh, and all 5 members closing out on Kerrigan hard. She might die here.
They're all taking damage.
Nope,
the Ancestral goes out on her. And Li Ming again looking for these resets.
Here they
Kerrigan,
come.
Oh, wow, this could be
2,
game
3,
right
4.
Here.
That's 4 deaths. Diablo coming back almost instantly, but that's going to be 4. I don't think it'll be game, but I think it's going to cost them this keep.
It's definitely, I would love to see them push this. They can definitely put some heavy damage. Just like 18 at Diablo.
Boss right now.
The 4 of them.
Straight boss right now. You have 20 to 17 talent lead. Just straight boss. We have 2 bolts coming in. Torbus.
I feel like they could have ended game right there. I mean, you still have 3 people dead, and they could have put, if anything, a lot of damage on that core.
They definitely could have put damage on that core, I would agree. But I think both Li Ming, and then Li Ming was low, and Kerrigan gave her life for that. So I can kind of understand them not pushing in with that. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen them finish it.
But at that point, you're starting to threaten the point of core at any given moment.
Right. But now that top lane is really pushed out.
Lane, absolutely. Because they could have gotten some damage, waited until they had about 10 seconds left. Oh,
ooh,
wow, this Morales getting chunked.
But she got caught, and that cost her life, yeah.
Absolutely.
That was 1 for 1. I'm going to go with Worth It with the Thrall and the Kerrigan still up on the side of NORF. I think taking out that medic and severely limiting the ability for Dank to stay alive was a good move for that Li Ming, even though it cost her life.
You got to remember, right now, Li Ming is their damage. So was it really worth? I mean, she's putting out almost double what everyone else is putting out.
I would have agreed that it was, but they all just backed instead of doing anything. They had the boss there doing damage to the core. They could have.
They didn't even get any. Yeah, they didn't even get any value out of the boss. The boss just. I mean, I feel like they could have done so much more there, but they did safely. They pulled back. They realized they were in a bad position, and they decided to reset, turn in what little gems they had, and just clean up waves.
Which I guess, right, it's easy for us. We're watching this game. We're not in the moment. You and I both know that we've made similar decisions where it's like, well, maybe we could have finished here, but we played it safe. We went back. We cleared the lanes. We got the camps.
Absolutely.
Turned in what we had. Just so we didn't throw.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's better to play safe. And Dank comes in and grabs these
Siege Giants.
Siege Giants, thank you. A little tongue-tied there.
Hey man, that happens to me all the time.
We got Murden here in the bush. See if they can make something happen here. No, he's just gonna back out here.
Backing out of that. Yeah, I was hoping that he was gonna go in, but he just backed out of that.
I really would like to see one of these people set up a nice bush party and just get the person that's overextends and make them punished for it. And here we go again, and Diablo out of position. See if he can make something happen. ETC going to back line. They throw a cleanse on him, and beautiful. We're able to save it. It looks like we're going to have 3 people going down on the side of Dank here.
Yeah.
And that should spell game right there.
If they push on this, they could go it.
I feel like they should just ignore this
Kerrigan dying to the
forward. Yeah.
And keep plus KT. I don't want
And
to belittle KT. He put out the damage, but that's going to
here it
cost them,
goes.
and that's the wipe.
That should be game right
Now
there, I
just
think.
walk past the keep. All right, well, the keep was that low, I guess. Take the keep, and then take the
There
core.
we go. Absolutely, this should be game. And that keep dropping very, very fast here, coming in with the waves and...
A couple of catapults. Yeah, that's going to be game.
a little talking here. Always good. And that's going to be a good game for NORF, winning this and taking this very heavily handed, though.
It's Tomb of the Spider Queen.
It is Tomb of the Spider Queen.
So congratulations to NORF. That was well played. You guys are in that game. And I'm going to go ahead and kick this over to Chit Chat. We can kind of go over your thoughts on that game.
I feel like NORF played a very, very good game. I feel like there was a couple of I don't want to call them throws, but a couple of times where they could have secured the win there, and but they decided to play it safe. Knew they had the advantage. They had the talent advantage almost the entire game. They decided to play the safe route, get their picks whenever they could. Over and all in all, a very well-deserved victory for them. Dank showed some great potential there. They did some great damage with the Lunara poke, the KT poke. The Diablo was on point, making sure to stun people into the wall, throwing them over, securing kills. The Morales was able to the best of her abilities, to keep everyone topped off at the best they can. The Muradin was able to dive in and peel for whenever he could for the Morales, the KT, and the Lunara. But over and all, they were definitely outplayed by NORF.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would have liked to have seen NORF maybe be a little more aggressive at times, but I think they played a great, solid game.
Absolutely.
I think Dank, there were some moments where I was like, Dank, they got this. They can make some things happen there, and but then NORF just kind of came out a little stronger than Dank did tonight.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to NORF. Both teams played well, and I believe our next games are tomorrow night for casting. So everybody have a great night tonight.